Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hope you're good. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. It's your boy Black here with another video for you. So in this video, we're going to look at the pairs, the major pairs for this week's breakdown. What I expect them to be doing, the fundamentals, obviously, as we're starting right here, and a couple of indices, um, Nasdaq, the Volatility 75, and we'll be looking at gold as also. Gold also. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to show us some love by hitting that like button, right? So today's news, this week's fundamentals, as you can see on Monday right here, we have on Australia, we have the Queen's birthday. So I don't expect to see any volatility on the Australian dollar today. We have the RBA meeting. The Reserve Bank of Australia will be having a meeting later on. Um, So moving down here on Tuesday. So on Monday, I don't expect to see any strong fundamentals apart from this one right here. This is a speech. Okay. On Tuesday, we have the strong fundamentals will be the core retail sales here on the US and the retail sales, right? So those will be the fundamentals that I'll be looking at on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the CPI for pound, the core CPI for CAD, and we have the interest rate right here for the US dollar. So on Wednesday, it will be a very volatile day, as we also have the forms. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy on Wednesday. We do have employment change again on Wednesday right here on the Aussie and the GBP on the Z. So it looks like on Wednesday, almost all the currency pairs will be having some sort of fundamental events. On Thursday, we have the interest rate of the Swiss franc. Uh, Initial jobless claim on the US dollar, and on Friday we'll be having retail sales on the pound. So those are the fundamentals for this week. Before you take a trade, make sure that there's no strong fundamental event for a couple of hours, maybe 8 hours or so, while you're taking the trade. So let's dive right into the fundamentals. The major pairs, obviously. We're going to start off with the Euro USD. As you can see here, prices broke below this trend line and below this market structure, this zone here. So what I'll be expecting to see is, as you can see, this had a very strong momentum. So I'll be expecting a little bit of retracement around here before prices actually push down to this support zone. And if they break below this support zone, I'll be waiting for prices to swing low at around 1.75, right? That's on the Euro USD. We do have the GBP USD. So on the GBP USD, for the whole of last week, prices were actually ranging in between these two market structures here, this support area and this resistance area. So for this week, I'll be expecting to see a breakout and a retest on this market structure here before I actually take a trade to go all the way down here, GBP USD. We do have Usdjpy. We're still swinging in this trade, obviously, as we're still holding this. Prices have been consolidating with not that much momentum. And as you remember last week, as I told you, once prices break below this market structure, this support area here, then I'll be closing my trade. And luckily, prices didn't close. This market structure held. And as you can see here, prices are now creating higher highs and lower highs. So that means the prices have now started another uptrend. So I'll be expecting to see prices keep on pushing high until we reach a take profit around 110.97. That's on the USD JPY. We do have the Usdchf. Usdchf. I'm bullish biased on this pair, obviously. So I'll be expecting to see a little bit of retracement on this minor structure here before I take long trades. But on this minor trade here, I'll be risking very little because this major market structure or this bearish trend has not yet been broken. So I may be risking anywhere from 0.5% of my equity. But once prices break above here, then you know what's up. You know what's up. I'll be taking the major trade, like the big trade, to swing all the way to around 0.92. That's on the Usdchf, right? We do have gold. Gold, I was bullish biased once prices reached here, but then prices didn't hit this high and break this market structure. Rather, prices created a lower low, a lower high, excuse me, and then creating a low, and then creating a lower low with the market structures here. So right now, what I'll be expecting to see on gold playing out is for prices to break below this market structure, retest here, and then keep on pushing lower. That's what I'm expecting to see on gold. But if this market structure holds, then I'll be expecting to see prices actually push higher. But based off this market momentum right now, it looks like the bears are in very strong control. So I'll be expecting to see prices break lower and see prices keep creating lower lows and lower highs. That's on gold. We do have the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, with this pair, I remember last week I gave you an analysis that prices will break above here and then retest this market structure before pushing up until this point here. And that's exactly what happened. As you can see right now, prices are at exact that market structure where I told you guys that the prices will be heading to. So if you got that trade, I hope you banked them some money, hope you banked them some big bucks. So right now, what I'll be expecting to see on the Nasdaq is for prices, because this is an uptrending index, I'll be expecting to see prices break above here, give us a retest before prices keep on heading higher, you know. So we'll be able to bank more moves on this trade if prices break above here. But obviously, based off this momentum right now, prices will be consolidating a bit before actually breaking above and keep heading higher. Excuse me. So the last pair that we'll be looking at, the last index, is this Volatility 75. Oh man, we banked it a couple of pips last week, 8,000 pips. It was no joke. So for this week, what I'll be expecting to see is, as you can see right now, prices on this major market structure here, and prices are creating a lower low. So although they broke out of this market structure, this pattern here, so what I'll be expecting to see is for prices, since they are creating, we had this low, and then we had this higher low, and then we had this high, and then we had a higher high. So obviously prices are now in an uptrend. So prices didn't hold in this market structure. As you can see, they still have a very strong bearish momentum on the 0.38 Fibonacci key level. I'll be expecting to see prices give me some sort of retest at around here on the 0.618 before we actually look for buying opportunities. So I'll be expecting to see prices push all the way down here before we actually look for buying opportunities on this pair. On the first take profit will be at around here, at around 115, 1,150,000. At around here, this will be our first take profit. So that's my view on this week's pairs, guys, and the indices. If this video has been of help to you, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for future content, and hit that bell notification button so you'll be notified whenever we release future content. This was your boy Black. Till next time, peace and love.